Hello friends, welcome back to RMK Resolutions. Here we are going to focus on the important topic in the cell biology and name of the topic in front of you, that is the lysosomes. So my dear friends, on your screen you can see one diagram which having a very simple structure, that is the lysosome. So lysosome, it is the one kind of cell organelle, or we can say it is the small compartments which is present inside the cell, and they plays an very important role for the cell. So lysosome, it is the, as I said, this is the compartment, or this is the cell organelle, which is the membrane bound cell organelles, and these are microscopic in nature. So the main function of lysosome is the digestion. This is the main function of the lysosome. So just think how these particular lysosome, they having a many roles, but the major function of the lysosome is they participate in the cell digestion process. So the question is that why they having such kind of function. So on your screen you can see lysosome, this is the membrane bound structure. So this is the membrane of the lysosome. Membrane means it is the phospholipid bilayer, and that phospholipid bilayer, it incorporate the different proteins in that. So phospholipid means what? Phospholipid means these lipids attach with the phosphate group. So phospholipid bilayer, simply this is the lysosome. It composed of the membrane bound organelle. Then here these are the some very important thing present inside the lumen of the lysosome. This is the lumen. Lumen means what? It is the internal area within a lysosome, that is simply known as the lumen. So lumen, it having and acidic enzymes. You can see here hydrolytic enzymes are present inside the lumen of the lysosome. So this is a speciality of the lysosome, we can say. They having, or they filled with the hydrolytic enzymes. We know that enzymes means what? Enzyme, it is one kind of protein which increase the rate of reaction, that is known as the enzyme. Okay, so we'll enlighten some features of the enzyme in a next part of the video. So again, in front of you the diagram, or we can say the picture of the lysosome, which having a membrane, then enzyme filled, and here there are some transport proteins are embedded in the lipid bilayer of the lysosome. We'll discuss that function of the transport protein in the later part of the video. So as I told you, lysosome, it is important cell organelle which are found within the eukaryotic animal cell. Remember, this is an very important point. Lysosome, they are found inside the eukaryotic animal cell. So these are the tiny organelles, and due to its peculiar functions, lysosomes are also known as the suicide bag, because they having an hydrolytic enzymes present. Near about 50 different types of hydrolytic enzymes are found in the luminal portion of the lysosome. Now we'll see later on how these particular lysosome they act as an suicide bag. So this particular lysosome term was first time coined by Christian Dewey. This is the Belgian biologist who discovered the lysosome for the first time, and obviously this is a very important discovery in the biology. So he got the Nobel Prize in the medicine and physiology in 1974. So lysosome discovery, it is a very important milestone, we can say, milestone in the science, and for his very important work he got the Nobel Prize. So let's explore the lysosome structure, function, and some diseases associated with the lysosome in more detail. So first try to understand the definition of the lysosome. So lysosome, these are the spear shaped sac which are filled with the hydrolytic enzymes, and that hydrolytic enzymes they having capability to break down many types of the biomolecules. So lysosome they having able to break down the different types of biomolecules. So this is the simple definition of the lysosomes. So on your screen you can see this is the typical picture of the animal cell, and that animal cell shown here, it shows the different compartments or different parts of the cell. This is the plasma membrane, then cytoplasm. Within a cytoplasm, different cell organelles are embedded. Inside there is a nucleus, then rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth ribosomes, mitochondria, nuclear membrane, everything is there. But our main point is this one, lysosome. These are the tiny spherical particles which are embedded in the cytoplasm, and they having a very important role, that is the cell digestion, or we can say the cell cleaning also. So let's see the lysosome in more detail. Again, this is the very beautiful picture of the lysosome. Here this is the spear shape which is the membrane bound. So this is the phospholipid bilayer. So different proteins or enzyme we can say present in the luminal portion of the lysosome. So lysosome, as we have discussed, it is the membranous organelles who having a special function, that is a breakdown of the cellular waste and debris by engulfing it with the hydrolytic enzymes. Now this particular lysosome, we know that inside the cell there are many biochemical processes are going on. So during the biochemical process or chemical reactions, some waste molecule is synthesized within a cell. That waste molecule is also broken down by the lysosomal enzyme, and some debris which are taken by the cell. For example, there is a human cells. So that human cells or liver cell, they take some bacteria inside the cell, they engulf that cell, bacterial cell. So that bacterial cells are also killed by the lysosomal enzymes. So this is a very important function of the lysosome. They kill the different waste material from the outside the cell by taking inside, and then they are going to kill. That process is known as phagocytosis. We will discuss that in a later part of the video. So now we are going to discuss about the structure of the lysosome. So lysosome, this is the membrane bound organelle, and area within a membrane, it is called as the lumen, which contain a different hydrolytic enzymes and some other cellular debris also. So you can see on your screen, this is the picture which explain how lysosome work inside the cell. So here, my dear friend, this is the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, they plays an important role in the protein synthesis, and then that protein is transferred to the Golgi complex with the help of small vesicles, and from the Golgi complex proteins are modified and pass to the lysosome. And when proteins are passed to the lysosome, see here that food material which is taking outside, that cell eating, we can say food material or some bacterial species, some viral species, that taking inside the cell, and then ultimately that vesicle is going to fuse with the lysosomes, and digestion of that extracellular material takes place. So this is the very beautiful diagram which explain how lysosome work inside the cell. Here again, this picture again explain the same thing, how lysosome work inside the cell. So now the main point is that how these lysosomes, they kill or they digest the food material. So lysosome lumen, the pH is an important factor. The lumen pH is near about 4.5 to 5.0, which makes it quite acidic. So the point is that pH of the lysosome, it is acidic in nature. So pH means what? pH means it is the negative logarithm of H plus ion, is known as pH, or we can simply say that the H plus ion concentration is known as the pH. So pH of the lysosome, it is very low, it is near about 4 to 5. And when pH is very low, so environment is acidic environment, and those enzymes which are present in the lysosome, they are the acidic enzymes. That is, these enzymes are work only in the acidic conditions. I'll tell some name of the enzymes. For example, nucleases is there, RNAs are there, acid phosphatase, which is an important enzymes which are found in the lumen of the lysosome, and all these particular enzymes, they work under the acidic condition only. So this is the important thing about the lysosomes. They having a low pH, and these enzymes are the acidic enzymes. That is, they work under the acidic condition only. So that condition which are present inside the lumen of the lysosome, they function exactly like a stomach. We know that environment of the stomach, it is acidic because different types of acids are found in a stomach for the digestion purposes. So that condition, it is almost comparable to the function of the acids which are found in the stomach. Remember my dear friends, when we consider about the cell, then cell cytoplasm pH is near about 7, but lysosome which are found in the cell, the pH of the lysosome is 4 to 5. That's why this create a difference. That's why lysosome plays an important role for the cell digestion, or we can say the cell detoxification purposes. So lysosomes, besides the breaking, means there are some another functions of lysosomes are also there, that is they involve in a various other cellular processes such as the discharging of the material. Then they also involve in certain energy metabolism or metabolic pathway. They also involve in the cell signaling processes, and they also involve in the restoration of the plasma membrane. This is a very important functions of the lysosomes. So let's see about the size of the lysosome. As I told you, lysosomes, they are microscopic in nature. They are very tiny particles present inside the eukaryotic animal cells. So size of the lysosome, it may vary from cell to cell. The largest one that measuring in more than 1.2 micrometer. But remember, the typical range of the lysosome, it is 0.1 micrometer to 0.6 micrometer. This is the typical range of the lysosomes. So now again we will come to our original questions, the question we have seen earlier. So how these particular lysosomes, they act as an suicide bag. So as I stated before, lysosome, they work as the wasting discarding structure of the cell by processing under the materials and degrading them, and that both from the exterior of the cell and waste constitute inside the cell. So main function of the lysosome, they discharge or they kill the material which is taking outside the cell also, and the waste material which is synthesized inside the cell also. But sometimes the digestive enzymes which are present, they ending up with damaging of the lysosome themselves, and this cause the cell to die. See my dear friend, there are some very well-known mechanism which is known as programmed cell death. So programmed cell death means what? We know that every cell having their own life, and when that life is over, then cell undergo suicide, and cell undergo suicide, that is lysosomal enzymes. These lysosomal enzymes, they damaging the lysosome themselves, and when lysosome is burst, then all the enzymes are released into the cytoplasm of the cell, and when lysosomal enzymes are released into the cytoplasm, then cell undergo death. That's why lysosome, they act as an suicide bag. But when this happen, when there is a large amount of DNA damage inside the cell, or when DNA replication is not properly going on, DNA replication is not finished accurately, during that time cell undergo suicide, and lysosome, they plays an important role during the cell suicide, or we can say the programmed cell death. So that's why lysosome act as an suicide bag for the cell itself. So this term we discuss right now, that is known as the autolysis. Auto means self and lysis means disintegrate of the cell by destruction of its cell membrane. So that's why lysosome is known as the suicide bag. So we find the answer now why lysosome is the suicide bag for the cell. Now we'll discuss some another functions of the lysosome. So lysosomes, they plays an important role in the cell digestion and removal of the waste material. Then that particular cellular debris or foreign particles, they are pulled into the cell through the process of endocytosis. Now try to understand the endocytosis. Endocytosis, endo means taking inside, and cytosis, so cytoplasm are involved over here to taking the material inside the cell. You can see here the endocytosis process. These are the some extracellular material, and that extracellular material is taking inside, and this one is the plasma membrane. This one is the cytoplasm, and plasma membrane invaginate or infolding around that particles, and then that particle is taking inside. So this particle is now taking inside. So vesicle is formed, small vesicles are formed, and outside particles now they are taking inside by the cell. Now that outside particles, it may be, or we can say this is the foreign particle, it may be a food particle, large size food particles, or it may be some bacteria or some viruses that is taking inside the cell, and then that foreign particle, it is break down into the simpler one with the help of the lysosome. This process is known as phagocytosis, or we can say that this is the endocytosis, that is taking inside and kill or break down that material. So this particular process is an very important for the cell regular activities. Again, this diagram explains the endocytosis. Particles which are larger in size, remember my dear friends, particles which are larger in size, they are taking inside with the help of endocytosis process. So endocytosis, there are so many types of the endocytosis. We have a video of endocytosis on RMK resolutions, so please watch that earlier video. Phagocytosis, pinocytosis, and receptor mediated endocytosis, these are the types of the endocytosis. So here phagocytosis, large size particles are taking. Phagocytosis is also known as the cell eating, and then pinocytosis, this is also known as the cell drinking. Small size particles are taking inside. And receptor mediated endocytosis, so here receptor plays an important role. Receptor means what? It is the proteins which are embedded in the plasma membrane, and for such kind of endocytosis, receptor plays an important role. So the process of endocytosis, it happens when the cell membrane fall in on itself. That process is known as the invagination, and that creating a vacuoles, or we can say a pouch around the external content, and bringing those content inside the cell. We have seen the invagination. See here, this is known as the invagination or infolding of the cell. On the other hand, that discarded waste and other substances originating from the cell is digested by the process of autophagocytosis or autophagy. Autophagy means eating of the self component. See here, when signal is received to the cell, then autophagy process begins, lysosome activated, and finally the cell death takes place. This is known as the autophagy. Again, this process is the autophagy, where autophagosomes are produced, and autophagosomes, they are going to kill the cell itself. That is known as the autophagy. So the process of autophagy, it involves the disassembly or degradation of the cellular components through natural and regulated mechanism. Now the very important question arises in front of us, that is, from where these lysosomal enzymes are produced. As I already told you, first try to understand what is meant by the enzymes. Enzymes are nothing but proteins. And what is meant by the proteins? Protein, it is the polymer of amino acids. So simply, enzymes, they are produced on the endoplasmic reticulum, or we can say rough endoplasmic reticulum. So lysosomes, as I told you, within a lumen of the lysosome, near about 50 different hydrolytic enzymes are found, and all these enzymes, they, as I told you, they are synthesized on the rough endoplasmic reticulum. When these enzymes are synthesized on the rough endoplasmic reticulum, then that enzymes are brought into the Golgi complex or Golgi apparatus in the form of the tiny vesicles or tiny sacs, which then merge with the bigger acidic vesicles. In this way, lysosomal enzymes are produced. So try to understand the journey of lysosomal enzymes. First, signal is going to the nucleus, and then this particular DNA, it is converted into the RNA. RNA is moving to the endoplasmic reticulum, and within the endoplasmic reticulum, this particular lysosomal enzymes are produced. Then that lysosomal enzymes from endoplasmic reticulum, they are moving to the Golgi complex in the form of the vesicles, and then from Golgi complex small vesicles are produced, and then finally they are going to form the lysosome. So this is the journey of protein from endoplasmic reticulum to the lysosome. So as I told you, the enzymes which are present in the lysosome, they are originating from the endoplasmic reticulum. So enzymes which are produced for the lysosome, they mix with the molecule mannose 6-phosphate and making them fix with the appropriate into the acidified vesicles. So when proteins are synthesized on the endoplasmic reticulum, then that protein is not active protein, we can say. So some kind of modification is needed. So that modification is also known as the post-translational modification. We have seen this post-translational modification in brief in a previous video of the Golgi complex. So please watch that video. So that unactivated protein it is transferred to the Golgi complex. So within a Golgi complex, that post-translational modification takes place. Now post-translational modification means what? Addition of sugar residues, that is the mannose 6 phosphate is added to the native protein, and then that process is known as the glycosylation. And when mannose 6 phosphate is transferred, then that protein is now active protein, and that is we call as an enzymes. Now this enzyme is ready to go into the lysosomal lumen. Okay, so up to now we have seen